Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Aftermath. I'm your host, Dan Kathman, and I'm joined here by Liberte, Aly, and Dr. Jenn. Thank you so much for joining us again. How you guys doing?
Good.
Outstanding. So, episode 3, we just watched it. You guys already experienced it. Can you tell us a little about how that was? I mean, this is real. I mean, AR-15s, you guys shot guns. I mean, for real. Finally. What was that like? I mean,
that was an intense day of shooting. That was a lot of shooting, high volume, and in the age of scarce ammo, that was an especially nice treat.
That's true. Definitely. It was really challenging, surprising. I think a lot of us went in there with the mindset that, especially if we were used to shooting. You know, I've been shooting for a long time, and so I thought, oh, this is going to be the easy part, you know. But it really wasn't. It was very challenging. They managed to really throw us a curveball there with the different types of guns, and well as just the challenges that we had.
Have you ever shot a semi-auto shotgun?
No, I haven't.
It's so much fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun.
So what made it difficult? Was it because it's just you're used to your own guns and these are different?
Yeah, I'm sure we all have, I don't know if you own or not, but you probably have your own holster, and you're used to, drawing from holster in your own way. And I think the challenge is a lot of these really professional, great shooters had difficulty when they were drawing from their holster and there was a lock on it. So you had to be able to, unlock it with your thumb, and they weren't that happy about it. And there was a lot of, blaming the gun or malfunctions and whatnot. And yes, there were some, but a lot of it was we just weren't familiar with the process and the experience of how to do it.
So, all right, I got a little frustrated because, first, I'm trying to get the gun out, right? But my thumb was too far back, so my hand on the pistol grip was really low. So then I'm trying to draw, move my hand up, and get the safety down with those crazy turning targets.
Oh yeah, in 5 seconds.
You were timed.
We were timed 5
seconds.
seconds.
So if you didn't get off 5 shots in 5 seconds, then it was pretty obvious, and it was typically the people who couldn't get their gun out in time.
And you can't cheat because the target
turns back around, so you have only those 5 seconds to get to it.
And it was mostly the experienced shooters who couldn't get off the 5 shots. And honestly, it's because they practiced and it's in their head so much of their one way of drawing. And so I think that was the biggest challenge.
And that pissed them off quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, and then the other thing that happens is they're used to these perfect trigger pulls and this and that, and so they're struggling to get this gun out, and then they freak out because the target's going to turn, and then they start mashing, and so they're dropping their shots and getting really frustrated. And I was like, well, we're all in the same boat.
But it was
here.
cool. It was totally cool, and there were some awesome guns.
Right, semi-automatic shotgun sounds pretty cool.
I actually hit myself with the shotgun. The kickback was pretty severe for me, and I hit myself here. I had a bruise. I had cuts and bruises everywhere, but it was a memorable shotgun.
I think that was when the casing went into my shirt.
Oh,
and burnt me.
It burned you.
A casing went into your shirt?
Actually burned her. Yes.
We were all next to each other, and all of a sudden it got stuck, and then I got stuck, and then the camera guy came over, and then he couldn't get out because he felt awkward. It was kind of thing. But I got 2 pretty big scars on my back.
All right, so just as an emergency medicine perspective, if someone's burning, just take the shirt off.
Right.
No. Good thing you were next to me. You would have taken my shirt off.
Right.
Totally.
Or for those people, maybe the audience doesn't know who's watching, after you fire a bullet or a shotgun shell, they're extremely hot, so you should not touch them.
And it was big.
So shotgun shells are huge. Or getting lodged just just a hot poker, on your back.
And somehow it fell in, but.
Wow.
Yeah, but all right. So the shotgun was my favorite.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
What about the AR-15s that you guys shot?
All right. Well,
those were nice.
Next favorite, new favorite. They're all my favorite.
Right.
Yeah.
The drills that you did with the rifles compared to the pistols. Can you, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
So it's all about timing. They want you to be able to manage multiple steps and to really multitask with your thinking as far as placing the shot placement, the way that you're pulling the rifle or the pistol at that point. So it's really a series of steps that are happening in a really short period of time. And they're grading you and watching you based on how you react to each one of those steps. So you kind of get caught up with, if you miss a step or you're skipping past one or you're rushing past one, then that's where you start to really fail in the process because you're rushing and you're not, being precise.
So they're not just grading you on how quickly you can do it or how accurate you are. They're grading you on like
There's
form
a few
as
different
well,
levels,
Everything,
right?
yeah.
Everything. Wow.
And
It's
one
a
of the
lot.
things that I loved about the day was that there aren't that many people who are good at what we call 3-gun shooting. So, pistol, rifle, and shotgun. There aren't that many people who are really proficient at all of them. There's some really great 3-gun shooters out there, but I think it was challenging for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the coolest thing for me was, I haven't handled a lot of different guns, and you're not given an explanation. You're just kind of told,
Right.
Go up to line.
Yeah.
They kind of expected we knew more than we did in some scenarios, which I think was awesome. I mean, safety is safety, and so at the end of the day, if it was something we needed to know, we would know it. But it was really cool. We got thrown at a lot of things, and
for me, I think the biggest challenge, like throughout the whole week, but particularly that day, was when I draw and I come up, I have my sight, like I already know I can have my eyes closed and I'm going to see my sight picture. Every single sighting system was different, and like you didn't even get a chance to look at it sometimes before you drew, and you had that time pressure. So I thought it was really a fun challenge.
Yeah. It was definitely challenging.
Very cool. So we do have another challenge for you here.
We're ready.
Every time I
we're
say
wearing
it.
our green camo. We got
You're
it.
ready to go. I'm excited. Again, it's another secret location, secret spot, and I'm excited to see what it is. I don't even know the name of it.
So are we.
So check it out, and I was going to say we'll be right back, but we're not going to be right back. Check it out. What's up, guys? Welcome to today's challenge. We're here with the patent AR-15 rifle. We have the tank here, who's going to tell us exactly what we're going to do with UncleSam'sGuns.com.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, the ladies, for being here today. All right, guys, we have an awesome challenge today with our patent series AR-15 platform only on UncleSam'sGuns.com. What this rifle is savage. You got a match grade stainless steel barrel, right, with a Wall 223, shoots both 5.56 and 223. It's got a comp brake, it's got a custom grip, it's got a low key, and a silent capture. Also, ambidextrous safety as well as charging handle, and a drop-in adjustable 3.6-pound pressure trigger. You can't beat the patent series rifle, and only on UncleSam'sGuns.com. Now, we also have a Cyclops ACS from Primary Arms. It hasn't been tried out before, and we're going to be using Allegiance ammunition. We have 12 targets in this shoot house that these ladies are going to go after, and they have to be timed. So each target has to be shot twice and cannot miss one single shot, okay? So they're going to be timed. They're going to be timed for accuracy, and it's also a bonus point on the rubber dummy. So, guys, let's have fun and let's kill it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Jen, you ready?
I was born ready.
Okay. Go ahead and load and make ready. Shooter ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Go.
Ah, shit, I missed one. Oh, I already got it. Not this way. Yep.
Okay. Safety. Safety on. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
And go.
Left. Am I going right this way? Right?
Yep.
Left.
There you go. Safety on. Okay. Open the door. Go.
Wow, so that was probably the coolest challenge I've seen so far. You guys cleared rooms. I mean, that's crazy. This place is insane, by the way. But tell us, like, what did you guys think?
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a very fun experience, clearing the rooms. It was just a whole different thing. I've never actually done that before.
Really?
It was totally fun.
It was awesome, for sure.
Yeah, you know, I've done a lot of different training, especially as a police officer, and I have never been able to go anywhere and do live fire clearing rooms with a rifle.
Really?
Yeah, and it's so important because so many people use that as home self-defense, and learning how to not telegraph and all of that is super important, and you just don't get the training. Like, no one does it.
And you mentioned the difference between a pistol.
Yeah, it's usually you clear rooms with pistols, but you guys did rifles. Right?
Yeah, what did you think of that?
Well,
I hadn't asked you that.
yeah, so, you know, I think that's what most people's training is. But really, when it comes down to it, most people will carry a handgun as a concealed weapon, but for home defense, that's not what they use. But it's also not what you train. So I just thought it was such an incredible experience to get to train with what I would actually use.
Yeah, and then working with Tank, too, was awesome.
He's just the best.
Tank.
He's
Tank
so
is
fun.
great. Yeah, he's
So cool.
And he's very knowledgeable, which is great because I know I was a little nervous going into it.
Right.
Um,
I mean, it's real. I asked. I was like, so are these like really live? I mean, and are these like paintballs, or these like, you know, whatever? They're like, no, this is like real. They're really shooting.
You have to have the arm strength, too, to
Right.
be in that position for those extended periods of time. So it's
Right.
challenging physically as well.
and
For
trying
sure.
to do it under pressure with the time it makes it. I mean, obviously that's real life, but getting it timed makes it more makes them.
totally. I think the biggest issue that people have in those is that they're trying to go fast, and so they make bad decisions.
Yes.
And the truth is that that's not how real life is. I mean, if you're going to actually take that shot, you better be 100% certain.
Right.
And so just slowing down, trying to slow down your mind and make the good decision rather than, you know, be fast, I thought was important.
Agreed.
Right. Adrenaline, too, has been a big thing here. It's just once they kind of set you into that course, you know you're serious, you're focused, and it's trying to push yourself to do the right thing every single time.
Right. And that's part of the training, right? I mean, you know, as a former cop in the military, like, isn't that the reason why they do that? They put you in those situations because you act differently in the moment.
100%. And one of the things I wish that they had taught, or at least Don had talked about, is that there are some special techniques that the special operators and police officers and such use, like breathing techniques that can actually lower your heart rate and decrease that big adrenaline dump.
You talked about that in the Zoom call.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a huge factor and element in decision making.
It's very cool. I loved it. I thought it was great.
It was fun.
Let's change gears here. Talk a little bit about the next episode. We're still in season 1, episode 4 coming out. So, can you give us any clues, any insight?
So I actually practiced with the Kim's test for a while beforehand, like at home. You know what I mean? Just prepping for it. Kim's test is where.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. Wait,
So,
back up. What's Kim's test? What are you
It's
talking
like it's what they use to train like FBI or spies. Basically, they put objects on the table, and then different objects, like it could be different things, different little things.
Words that you won't even know, things that you don't even know,
right,
but
like
you have to memorize what it looks
like.
like.
A piece of rope, a piece of whatever, and then they cover it. They let you look at it for like, was it 5 minutes that we had?
No, like 30
30 seconds?
seconds.
No, it was like 30 seconds. Sorry.
5 minutes.
Wishful thinking. They covered it up, and then you had to memorize what was underneath it.
Wow.
And then you couldn't write anything down, which you'll see.
So do you remember the Bourne Identity?
Yes.
Where they're sitting in that cafe and he's like, look, I know that there's a pickup truck outside and that's where I'm going to find the gun and I can run this fast. And it's like that kind of training. Like it's training you to, with incredible detail, see what's in your environment and memorize what's in your environment and be able to bring that up hours or even a day later. It's really hard.
That's so cool. You got me at spy. You said spy. I'm like, okay, I'm in. This is cool. Let's do it.
You're also going to see a good amount of ropes. We were told going into the show that there would be some challenges, and you can see it even in the beginning of the show that there's going to be some kind of a rope course.
So
I just don't know if we were all prepared for all of it.
Are you afraid of heights?
I'm a little. Okay, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, well, I have to give a shout out to my girl Liberty because actually both of you are afraid of heights, but I just, as a little teaser, I just want to say they did really well.
There's heights involved, heights and ropes.
And there are some people that I didn't think would be able to finish it and did awesome. Wow. So it's a cool thing to watch.
Well, I'm excited to see it. I'm sure everyone else is excited to see it. Thank you guys again so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's great having you. And that's the show. Thank you so much for watching. This is Aftermath, and I'm your host, Dan Kathman. And come back and see us again. It's great.